Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Janaya and I'm back again with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about the tools and supplies needed to do a full set and also have a little tutorial and walkthrough of the set that I'm currently doing. First, I'm starting out with my armrest. I got it from Amazon. There's a whole bunch of them, different colors, different heights, and so on and so forth. It's not a necessity, but it's very important to have. Next, I have my desk lamp. I got it from Fujitech. I had it for about 2-3 years now. High quality, and I really do love it. You can change the settings and everything. Next, I have my phone stand. I got it from Amazon as well. They break easily, I can say that. So if you do want to save all your money and save your coins, just go ahead and invest in one of the more pricey ones, and it will save you a lot of headache. Next, I have my UV lamp. I had this for about 2-3 years too. I can fit 2 hands in it, so it's pretty convenient. Next, you want to have something to cover your table. It can be a towel, paper towels, whatever you prefer. Then you want to have nippers, scissors, cuticle pushers, nail files, acrylic, and some nail glue. Yep. Then I'm gonna jump right into the set. So first, my e-file. I have my drill bits and so on. This e-file came with some drill bits, but I do like to invest in the more pricier ones to do a better quality job. Here I'm showing you my, I don't even know what that bit is called, but pretty much you go around the cuticle with it and remove all of the dead skin. You want to remove the shine off of the nail with your e-file. You can use a regular file, but I just go on with my sanding band. And yeah, so you see I have my pinky, the arrows that I was just pointing at. It just helps support the file so you don't cut the client. You're not going too fast. You're at a nice speed and you're able to just grind across the top of the nail. I'm not going back and forth. I'm just going in one direction. Also, you want to have the e-file pointed parallel, so it's going flat along the surface of the nail. You don't want to have it angled or dig it into the natural nail because you can cause the ring of fire. So him going in with that drill bit that I was talking about earlier, I'm just removing all of the skin, all of the dead cuticle and everything that's on the nail. It's important to remove this because it will cause lifting in the future. You just want to make sure that you remove everything, all of the shine, the oils, the skin from the nail plate so the acrylic can adhere properly to the nail. So next I'm going to go ahead and cut down the client's nails. You want to be very careful when doing this because you don't want to actually cut the client. And you can do this by cutting the skin found underneath the free edge or underneath the nail, which is actually called the hypernychium. So you just want to make sure that you're cutting the actual nail and not the skin. Next, I'm going in with my cuticle ball bit, and I'm just pretty much removing all of the excess cuticle. And yeah, just moving all of the excess cuticle. Next, I'm going to go ahead and apply the nail tip. You don't want to apply too much glue and have the glue dripping and running down all on the client's skin. And you want to make sure that you're placing all the nail tips straight. So I flip the hand over if I know like the nail is curved and try and place it as straight as I possibly can. It's okay to place the nail crooked to make the finger look straight. Let me say it again. It's okay to make the nail crooked to make the finger look straight. There we go. So anyways, once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the nails down, and you want to measure from the cuticles. You don't want to measure from the nail tip because you might end up with uneven nails. So you just want to make sure that you measure the cuticles. Also, when it comes to the pinkies and the thumbs, you want to eyeball. For the pinky, even though the rest of the fingers might be even with the pinky, it just tends to look longer. So you see me cutting down the pinky nail a little bit shorter than the rest of them to make them all look visibly even. Next, I'm going to blend my tip, and I'm pretty much going to do that by going over it a couple of times with my sanding band, and I'm going to go ahead and sand the actual nail tip itself. When blending the tip to the natural nail, you want to make sure it's as smooth as possible so the acrylic has a smooth surface to adhere to.
Let's go. Freedom. Freedom. What?
Because I'm working with a square nail, I don't really want to file too much of the sides off because it's going to give me more of a coffin. So I'm just going to file the sides down just a little bit to create a more of a tapered square. After I file, I'm going to go ahead and dehydrate twice. This is the Jealous dehydrator that I got from school, but most people use acetone. It doesn't really matter. Then I'm going to go in and prime twice. I only use Young Nails. That's the only brand that I've been using and will continue to use. Next, we have our dapping dishes. I got it as a 2-pack from Amazon. Then you want monomer. This is monomer from the beauty supply store, as long as it's EMA, not MMA, y'all. Then we have our brushes. Different brush sizes are different prices. I know the 8 brush is the cheapest brush and the smallest brush, and the more larger it gets, the more expensive it gets. When I dip in the monomer. I wipe the brush off, and then I pat 3 times. That is my secret for a perfect beads consistency. You don't want to wipe too much of the monomer off because it will be too dry, and you don't want to wipe too little off because it will be too wet. I'll place my bead, I'll flatten the bead out from sidewall to sidewall, and then I'll begin swiping down. As you can see, the acrylic didn't cover the bottom of the nail fully, so we're just going to go in with a small bead and swipe up. You want to make sure that you are continuing to wipe your sides and pat the acrylic inwards because you want to keep your shape. This is very important because it will save you a bunch of filing time at the end. Again, you see my bead is very shiny. I'm placing it. I'm going to the sidewalls, making sure it's nice and smooth and it reaches the sidewalls, and I'm going to start swiping down. Pretty much do this whole process 5 times on one hand, 10 times total, and just repeat. When it comes to placing your cuticle bead, you want to place the acrylic near but not on the cuticle, and you want to push the cuticle. You want to push the acrylic up into the cuticle or into the shape of the cuticle. You want to make sure that all of it is like covered completely. So when it goes to seal the cuticle, oh my god, y'all! When you go to seal the oh my god, I'm gonna say it again. When you go to seal the cuticle, there's no like gaps or any missing pieces. If you get acrylic on the skin, you just want to go in with your nail or with your brush and make sure that you clean that out. So now I'm going in with my cone bit, and I'm pretty much going to seal the cuticle. I'm not going to go over it too many times because, again, you don't want to create the ring of fire. But I'm pretty much going to go over enough times to where I can see that the nail is sealed completely. This is when all of that application work pays off. Because we have such good application, the filing is minimal. I'm pretty much gonna sand off the top of the surface, make sure it's smooth, clean the shapes and the sides a little bit just to make sure it's completely sharp. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna buff and get ready for the actual design. So here I'm going in with my line brush and I'm creating that French tip. I'm gonna do a V-cut French tip. So yeah, I'm just pretty much drawing the lines and I'm bringing them in. I don't want to draw too much and have to like wipe it off if I drew too much. So I'm gonna draw too little and then gradually bring them in because I'm doing two of the same thing on one hand. Since I'm doing two V-cut French tip nails on one hand, I want to make sure that I measure them and make sure that they're even on both nails. So here, this is my first time drawing lips. I never done this before, so this was my mistake. I found out in the end that using this particular brush made it 10 times harder, and I actually didn't like the first set of lips that I did. As you can see that this brush bristles are actually shorter than the one that I'm finna use after this one. So as you can see, like the strokes are very small and I have to go over the line that I just did and make sure that it's straight, or I don't like miss the line, if that makes sense. So here I'm going in with my longer striper brush. As you can see, it's way more easier to move and it already looks 10 times better than the set of lips I just did. So just by seeing this, the brush you use does play a very important part in the nail art.
Longing is the music of our sphere. The gift of life is never more or less.
So that's pretty much it for this video. I still feel like this set turned out really cute. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.